And what would you recommend to the up-and-coming millennials? How can they make their mark on this community?
Well, okay, I'll just be a little bit critical, and I'll say they probably need to learn more about it by following the news more carefully. They need to know who the players are, and they need to vote. They need to pay attention, you know. And it's really important that they pay attention, because if they don't, they're going to get screwed. Because one of the campaigns I'm leading right now is to lower our property taxes.
Yeah.
And as millennials buy houses, they're going to find out that they can afford the house, but they can't afford the property tax. And so they kind of need to pay attention to that and stop saying, I don't need to worry about that right now.
What makes you think that they're not paying attention?
Well, I can tell from my mail at the newspaper. I know, like I say, I get 100 or 200 letters a week. And I know that most everybody that writes to me is over 50.
Do you think it's because the medium, though, they don't use the mail anymore?
Well, they can reach me through Pinterest, through Instagram, through Twitter, through Facebook. They can reach me any way that you can reach a person. They can call me on the phone, any way that a person can reach me. So, and this has been going on for 10 years. And so they're just living life in a way that baby boomers could never have imagined. They're living their life.
It's
not cool to be a workaholic,
No.
anymore, but it was my whole adult life. The guy that closed up the office last was the one that everybody got, look at him.
That's right. I do business consulting work, and recently I worked with a client who was lamenting about the millennial work ethic. And one of the things she was pointing to was the fact that they didn't want to work beyond the 40-hour work week. And that some of the requirements she had of the job, they simply weren't going to conform to. And on the one hand, she was saying it's very challenging for her to manage that. On the other hand, she said it's been great for the rest of us because they're starting to lay down boundaries and requirements that are causing us to say, oh, wait a second, why do we do that? So it's a double-edged sword. But if they're not paying attention to what you're saying is important, like property taxes, voting,
electricity,
things that are important.
I'm writing about stuff that they should care about, but they're not seeing what I write about because they're not where I'm at. My Facebook audience is probably skews older too. People that follow and are interested in that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But the only thing I actually write about and investigate is stuff that hurts other people and how to make it go away. And so that has a universal appeal. And I do have younger people that, read me and all that, I know that, but I don't hear about their problems very often. They don't, the people that write to me, I think are over 50, between 50 and 95, and I hear about their problems constantly. And, I don't hear from the younger crowd.
Because they're on Twitter.
Well, I am too, but, I think what's happening here is they are following the news.
Yeah.
But they're following the news that they want to follow, as opposed to all the news. They're not getting, when you open up a newspaper, there's 200 things in it. When you look at your phone, there's 20 things on it. So in my paper, there's 180 things that not going to be on your phone that day you won't find unless you really hunt and peck, and people aren't going to do that.
Interested in listening to the full interview? You could find the link in the description below, or click on the card in the top right-hand corner of this video. For more information, visit my website at www.theambitionprojectshow.com. Until next time, stay ambitious, my friends.